In this video, I'm going to show you how to turn the okay tone of your acoustic guitar and turn it into an amazing acoustic guitar sound for worship. Hello friends, welcome to Music Gear for Worship, where we make tutorials, give you tips and tricks for worship production. It's a blessing to be here with you, so let's get into the video. Welcome to this video. Let me start by showing you my acoustic guitar. This is a Martin 000X1 made in Mexico. I had this guitar for a few years now and I love the way it plays, but the acoustic electric sound of the piezo doesn't sound that great, especially when I hear it over the live stream. So the way I have fixed this problem is by introducing something called impulse responses, also known as IR for short. If you don't know what an impulse response is, let me try to explain it to you. An impulse response is the capture of an instrument, guitar cabinet, or the reverb in a room, space, through a microphone, sending an impulse frequency sound wave and recording the response of that sound wave. This is the best way I can describe an impulse response. The great thing about impulse responses is that you can capture the essence of a beautiful sounding acoustic guitar through very expensive microphones and equipment, and use that impulse response to shape the sound or the tone of your instrument to a certain degree, like the capture IR. There are many impulse responses of beautiful sounding vintage acoustic guitars with different types of microphones. So if you stay at the end of this video, I will have a surprise just for you. For example, I'm going to be using an IR of a Martin 00018 captured through a Neumann U87 microphone. For this video, I'll be using a DAW or a digital audio workstation that is called Reaper. I like using it because it's free and everyone can download it. To get the best results, you only need 3 effects. Number 1 is your IR. Number 2 is compression. And number 3, equalization or just an EQ. You can apply this to any multi-effects processors that support IR libraries, or and you prefer DAW. This works very well for live streams where you need to improve the sound of the acoustic guitar just using VSTs. The best application for IRs is with an undersaddle piezo system, just like the one on my acoustic guitar. If your guitar has a different system where you have a piezo and an internal microphone, you might want to blend these two sounds until you find the best tone in the mix. Now, let's get into the computer. Here, I have a pre-recorded guitar part with finger picking and strumming to get my settings just right. As you can hear, it doesn't sound that great, so let's start fixing it. I'll be using Helix Native. This way, you can also apply the same effects in Helix Editor for the Helix Floor, HX Stomp, or HX effects. Place the IR at the beginning of the chain. Then you can use your favorite compressor to give a warmth and dynamics to the acoustic guitar. Then with EQ, you want to use a high pass filter up to 80 Hz. And also a low pass filter cutting down to 10 kilohertz. you just want to take out unwanted low end and top end. From here, you can keep cutting or boosting frequencies to your heart's content. Remember, EQ with your ears and not just with your eyes. Play with the settings until you find the best sound for the mix. Now, to make it interesting, let's apply some chorus. Followed by delay. And we will finish with your favorite reverb. Once you have your signal chain the way you want it, you can experiment with different impulse responses. In the video description, there's a link to my website where you can find more IRs. Now, let's build the same chain using VSTs on Reaper. To load the IR, I'll be using an IR loader. I'm using IRCAP by Plectron. Then I'm going to use a compressor by Analog Obsession called SPECOMP. From here, I will use an EQ. QRange is one of my favorites. We add a high-pass filter, and a low-pass filter. Let's get some modulation in the mix. I'll be using Chorus-LX from TAL. Add a delay, let's just use Dub III from TAL as well. And for reverb, why not? Let's use Reverb 4 from TAL again. Now these are not necessary, but just in case, like an old saying I've heard a long time ago. It is better to have it and not need it than you need it, but you don't have it. So now let's just play with the sound and start making changes to find the best sound for the mix. Thank you friends for watching this video, and just like I promised, in the description below there's a link to my webpage where you will find the IR that I use completely free. I'm also going to place all the effects that I use for this video in the description. Thank you friends, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and smash the bell icon so YouTube keeps you up to date with our latest videos. All your comments and suggestions are welcome. If we don't know, we will find out, and we get to learn something new. If you have time, visit our website where we have lots of resources for your worship production. Just look for the link in the video description below. My name is Carlos Anthony. Thank you for your time. Have a beautiful and blessed day. Ciao.